What's up guys, welcome back to Mark on Chain. My name is Mark and today I'm going to show you some of my best ways of finding NFT projects early before that they mint. So we're going to go through 3 different steps. One of them is the different NFT calendars and websites that I use. The next one is going to be Twitter and which Twitter account that I follow and how I use Twitter to find the NFT projects. And the next one is going to be how you utilize Discord as well. So the first website we're going to show you guys right here is NFT scoring. And there's a couple of different things that I really like about this one. Also, I'm going to link all of the websites in the descriptions down below, so go ahead and check it out. But the thing that I really like about NFT scoring is they have a lot of metrics, right? It's very data metrics driven. You can see their Twitter followers, their Twitter following growth over a 7-day period. The same for Discord. Not a lot of other websites actually has these metrics like this for free as well. So you can sort of see on the left column here if they're ETH or Sol based. And see if they have just right here, then it will be Sol based. Obviously, if they have the 3 lines, it'll be ETH based, right? So obviously, since this project is primarily focused around Sol, you want to look for the circles, right? So I really like this one. You can see the different metrics. You can see the amount of upvotes that they have. When they mint, you can obviously filter by that, so that you filter on when they're going to mint, and then you can make it load more. And then you have their Discord numbers, you have their Twitter followers, their community score over here, and stuff like that. So super great website. I use this a lot when I'm gonna figure out which projects has the most amount of followers and Discord members and stuff like that, to see which are the biggest projects and which are bound to pump. The next website is Minty Score. The cool thing about this website is that they give each project a score of how likely it is to sell out. High Minty Score, high sellout potential, right? So it's a really good website to use if you've maybe found a project through Discord, through Twitter, to go ahead, see what the Minty Score is on this website. And then you can obviously go ahead and say all chains. You can change that to Solana. And then we can sort by the highest score. You can see the orgs, Otaku Origins, Alpha Wolves, and so on and so forth. Or you can also filter by the sale date, right? When they're going to mint, so you can sort of the same as before when we had their community scores. So the thing you can do with these websites is that you can sort of compare them with each other, or as you can get sort of an average of how good the project is. But on top of Minty, then you can obviously see all the projects launching today and so on and so forth, and all of their Minty scores. And obviously, if a project has a low Minty score, you guys want to be aware that it might be a rock pool or it might not have that much potential, right? Next one is going to be NFT Go. Pretty simple. The reason why I'm showing so many different websites is because some projects are on some websites and some projects are on others. So it's quite good to, weekly go ahead and check the different websites out, so you know that you're not missing any projects that you could potentially have researched a bit more. So with NFT Go, you can see a lot of other metrics as well. The total, the price, the mint time, you have all of the links and stuff like that. It's just an extra website, not the main one that I'm using. A quick side note is that you want to remember to use the links that I link in the description down below, because sometimes when you Google after a certain thing, might be OpenSea or magiceden and stuff like that, there will be phishing links which are being advertised as well. Always remember to go onto the website from their official Twitter, or for example, from the description down below. And then the next one that I have here is actually HowRare is, which was one of the first one for Solana. The cool thing about this one is that they basically list every single Solana based project which are minting today. This is only for Solana, which is cool. Obviously, if you guys are primarily on Solana, this is the place to be, right? In terms of websites, then you can take the projects and the names of the projects and check them out on Minty Score or some of the other websites as well, again, to compare. What I like to do, just as a tip, is that, there's a lot of projects minting, right? So when I check all of these projects out at once, you hold down Control or Command, and then you basically just open their Twitters like this. It's really effective, and the way that you can then do it is that you can then check out a lot of projects at the same time. Obviously, a project like this with 39 followers is not really gonna do 10 or 100x, right? They don't have enough hype. You want to have projects with a lot of community engagement, with a lot of followers, because that means there is a lot of eyes on the project and means a higher likelihood of a sellout. So that's how you can, effectively and quickly go ahead and check out some projects. For example, this one, 4.4K, not that bad actually. And then you'll be able to go into their Discord, look at the community, look at the engagement, and sort of research from that. Moving on to the next one, this is both for Ethereum and for Solana, but the thing that I actually liked about this one is you can go ahead and say view most popular. I like the UI of this website as well, but you can go ahead and view most popular, and then you can arrange by likes or Twitter followers and stuff like that. Obviously Tasty Bones, or they don't have imaginary ones in this one, but those are the top collections right now that are really popular. But then you can see the ones which have the most likes, right? Which means that they have an active community who goes on this website and likes the project. And just like with HowRare is as well, you can hold control down and open all of their Discords, or you can open all of their Twitter accounts. And this way you can do a bit faster research, right? You can sort of see their engagement on their Twitter. You can see the amount of online members that they have in their Discord as well. Obviously having 19 online members is really bad. It's not gonna sell out, right? So we're utilizing this strategy by holding Control Command down on a Mac and then clicking all of the links. You can sort of research a lot faster and thereby vet the different projects by simply the amount of online people they have in their Discord. That is not the main thing, but having a lot of online members in the Discord is a major key point for the project's capabilities of selling out, because they have a big community. And then here I actually have a couple different other methods. It's not calendars, but it's homepages of secondary markets. Obviously now magiceden had the difficulties with Balloon Village Rock, but normally you would have upcoming launches right here. And this is a great way of finding projects which were featured on magiceden's homepage. By being so, a lot of them actually gain a lot of traction because there's so many people using magiceden every single day. So normally you would have all of the collections right here, but since that they've paused their launchpad and stuff like that, they haven't really shown that many, right? Normally it's filled out, but you can see they still have Generous Robots, 12.6K. I've actually been looking at this one myself. Then you have Bubblegum, you know, another solid projects as well. So the same goes for Alpha Art. You can see they have different projects on their homepage, and that's a great selling point for the project if they're able to get on the homepage of the different secondary markets in the upcoming collection section. Moonland I actually spoke about in another video. You can check it out with the top 3 projects launching in February. This might have launched when you're watching this video, but then there's a couple of others that you can take a look at as well. The next method I'm going to show you guys is actually my main way of finding great projects, finding great communities, and just in general figure out if a project is moving up or down also after that they minted, and that's Twitter. You know, you guys can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. As you can see, I only have 9 followers, but I just started this account and with the YouTube as well. So on my Twitter, I'll share a lot of different alpha as well as the projects that I'm eyeing out. The same goes for here on YouTube. I might share, you know, the information that I gain beforehand on Twitter, right? You really want to stay in the loop by following me on Twitter. But yeah, the first thing with Twitter is that you want to follow high quality people in the space, and thereby the tweets that they make or the people that they follow or the tweets that they like will come up on your. So this means that by just browsing Twitter, you're going to be served with NFT projects that might have great potential and that you can then research further on. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of different ones. We have Alpha Soul, that I think is a really cool guy. I'm just going to go through the different ones that you guys can go ahead and follow, and then some different methods of how you can actually find additional people to follow on Twitter, right? Alpha Soul, and then we have Kiddo, and then we have Soul Hub. This is a bit of a different one. The other one are more sharing like alpha insider information, not particularly insider information, but information that they've gained. Where this guy is more a bit of like an influencer slash chiller at the same time. The cool thing about these guys is that you can go out and take a look at their different projects that they're then making giveaways or whitelist raffles for as well. So when you follow all of these people like Soul Hub, they will post a lot of whitelist raffles and whitelist giveaways that they've partnered up with other projects that you guys can then join and then have a higher likelihood of actually being able to get the hype projects. So that's one of the ways that you guys can actually get into a lot of the, I got distracted by Mr. Bean here. That's one of the methods that you guys can actually use to get into all of these hype projects. Just join as many giveaways and raffles on Twitter as possible, because you might be lucky and win some of them, and it takes no time. And the more of these types of people that you follow, the more of those giveaways will pop up on your timeline, feed, whatever you want to call it. Next one here is Solana Sensei, super cool dude. You know, no fucking bullshit. I've been following him for a long time. Then we have Soul Big Brain. You know, you just have to follow him, right? He's sort of like the main guy in the Solana NFT ecosystem on Twitter. So for sure, go ahead and follow this guy. And the thing that you can do as well is you can go in and see what these top people follow, who they follow. Go in and look at the accounts and then follow them as well, right? That's one of the main ways that I find new people. I go in and look at the followers of the people that I already follow and I like the things that they're posting, and they have a lot of integrity. Then you want to find the people that they're following, right? So you can sort of snowball your feed into a great NFT research hub, right? That's how you do it, right? So when you're scrolling your timeline, you're getting in new and great projects, on autopilot basically. What you can also do with Twitter is you can post one of these types of posts, what are we sweeping? What's the next 100x play, etc., etc. And when you go into it, you will have other communities who will post about the projects that they're invested in or the mints that they're looking at right now. You can see right here. Obviously, you want to make sure that when you're looking at a lot of these projects, these are normal, retail investors who are just trying to show the project that they're maybe invested in to pump their own bags or to get more people into their existing community. So it might not be the best projects, but it's a great way of looking at what's happening in the space. And then you might be lucky to actually find a couple of good gems even before that they've gotten too popular to be able to get whitelist for. The thing about some of these NFT projects, to catch them before that they become too popular, that's difficult. So by researching on Twitter, you are able to follow a lot of NFT projects before that they have a lot of followers, and thereby eyeing it out if it's going to be hyped up at some point, right? That leads me into Discord. Discord is a phenomenal place to also find great projects. If you're invested in some different NFT projects, in the holder section of those NFT projects, there might be an alpha chat as well. So you can look at what your existing community is investing in, or if you don't have any NFTs yet, you can go into a place called Shill Zone. There's a lot of projects who has this, so you can see like Shill Zone here, Shill House here, and Shill as well. So this is the place where people go and post the project that they need invites for. There's a lot of shit projects as well, but you might also be able to find some gems. And it's quite easy, like you can just go through them, join, look at them, look at the amount of members, look at the community. Nope, that shit, on to the next one. Nope, that shit, on to the next one. Oh, that's interesting. And then sort of, talk to the community and try to research it a bit more and see if it's something that you want to invest in. And there's tons of different Discords out there. There's tons of great projects where you can have great communities, where you can find great communities that you can then link up with. The whole point is also networking in this space, right? So join communities, talk in different NFT projects. If you're already trying to grind to get whitelisted because you need to rank up, try to sort of communicate and become, virtual friends with some of these people in the different chat section of projects. Because doing so, then you might actually be able to become friends with them, and then they might actually give you some information back right on Discord. I'm going to create a Discord as well, where I will drop a lot of the information that I'm making on these YouTube videos. But the main place you want to follow me right now is on my Twitter. I will link it down in the description. So make sure to go ahead and follow me on Twitter, because I will drop the different information and the different projects that I'm looking at before that I'm making a YouTube video on it. So you really want to make sure that you follow me on Twitter. But yeah, that was a breakdown of the 3 different ways that I primarily use to find great Solana NFT projects. You have the different websites, description down below. You have the different Twitter accounts in the description down below, and then you have Discord, right? So thank you so much for watching. Remember to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There will be a lot of more videos like this. Leave a comment if you have any questions or have any projects you want me to look at. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and then I will see you guys in the next one.